Hello, today I'm going to teach you how to code shapes in Scratch so you can focus on geometry and measurement lessons. So we're going to start by getting rid of our cat sprite, and we are going to add a new sprite, and I'm going to search for the pencil, and I want to make this pencil smaller. So I'm going to change the size to 30, so it starts off small. Now, the first thing we need to do is before we can draw shapes, we have to create a reset button and an erase button. And we have to be able to draw with our pencil. So we're going to start by adding an extension. And this extension is the pen. So now we have all these new codes that we can use while we draw. We're going to start with an event. And we're going to click when space is pressed. So this is going to be the start of our reset button. Now we're going to go to our pen. When we want to reset this, we don't want our pencil to draw a line. So we're going to tell it to pick the pen up so it doesn't draw. And then we want to tell it to stay at a specific location every time. So we're going to have it glide. I'm going to move it to where I want first. So I want it to always start kind of right here in the middle. And then it'll set those coordinates for me. So it's going to glide to always 12 by 52, which is where I have it right now. We also want to set the position so it's always back to that same position in case it turns or moves in other ways. So every time I press the space bar, my pencil is going to come right back here in this spot. Another control we need to create, like I said, is an erase button so we can erase and create a new shape. So I'm going to still use this when space key is pressed, but I'm going to change it to the letter E. E for erase. And then I'm going to go back to my pen and click Erase All. After creating these two events, now we are ready to create our first shape. So I'm going to skip to a project that I've already done. So I have those already. This one has an A instead of an erase, but I can change it. And then I already have some shapes created in this one. So this first one I've created is a square. So you can also, under your pen settings, you can change the color, you can change the thickness of your pen, the size, you can kind of add all these extra settings. But for a square, we want it to move, turn, move, turn, move, turn, move. So this is when I press the up arrow. So I'm going to press that, and it draws my square. When I'm ready for the next shape, I'm going to click my E, so it erases, and I'm going to click the space bar, so it resets my pencil. Another shape that I've already created is a triangle. So here I changed the size and I changed the color again. And we have to make sure you always put the pen down so it knows to start drawing. For this one, we have our 120-degree turns. You can also change these and click and change the size of how long the sides are, or you can change the degrees. But I'm going to press my down arrow. Oops, I got to click off of here. If you're in one of these buttons and you try and click an arrow, it won't work. So make sure you click off of it and then press the down. And now we can see my triangle. All right, I'm going to erase and reset my pen. And the last one I've created is a rectangle. So my rectangle is when I press the right arrow. So we have our rectangle. Then I'm going to press the E to erase. And then my space bar to reset my pencil. Now we can keep adding events of when you press different keys and then create other shapes by figuring out how long you want the sides or how different angles. And you can create lots of different shapes with this. You can do many different lessons with geometry and measurement, focusing on perimeter or area, focusing on measuring the sides, or even just making the shapes and learning the attributes of each of the shapes. I hope you have fun creating. Thanks for watching.